What's up guys, it's Alex at Aussie Gamer Chick here, and today I have another Assassin's Creed Syndicate video for you guys. So if you guys go on to enjoy this video, I'd love it if you hit that like button. Now let's jump into this video. So earlier on today, I uploaded a Assassin's Creed Syndicate pre-alpha gameplay video, so if you guys want to go check that out, I will have a link in the description so you guys can go see the full gameplay walkthrough of the video that was released earlier today in the live stream. So first I want to talk about Jacob. So Jacob is the main character that we're going to be playing as, and I kind of wanted to touch on his fight style. So it's been mentioned that Assassin's Creed Syndicate fight style will be a lot more hand-to-hand melee, and it'll be a lot more, I suppose you could call it brawlish. So there'll be a lot more hidden blades, smaller knives, so you can't go walking around this time period with a big long sword on your back, I suppose. So yeah, there's a lot of hidden stuff, a lot of smaller blades, and it looks really, really cool. So the fight style, if you watch the gameplay video, it just looks so much smoother, and it just looks like so much fun actually, like beating down someone with your fists. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know. It looks like a lot of fun, this fight style, this play style, and I'm very excited to try it out. They also have, like, they showed off this grappling mechanism, and he's got a revolver as well, and yeah, it's I don't know, it just looks so sleek, his whole get up, and I'm very excited to play as him and see how it all works out. So yesterday I uploaded a video talking about the possibility of having a female sort of lead character in the game as well, and there were leaks or mentions of leaks that Evie, you would be able to play as Evie, who is apparently Jacob's sister. So it was confirmed today that Evie is a thing, and Evie is Jacob's sister, and it was also confirmed that you will be able to play as Evie. Now they haven't, through the live stream, they didn't mention anything about playing as Evie, but in the description of one of their trailers that they uploaded, they did mention that one of the features in Assassin's Creed Syndicate will be the fact that you can play as Evie. So they haven't really mentioned how much it's going to be played as, but like I mentioned in my video yesterday, I believe it's going to be something like 75 to 25%. So maybe similar to, if you guys have played The Last of Us, maybe similar to, you know, the missions where you could play as Joel and the missions that you could play as Ellie. Like, there weren't many missions you could play as Ellie, but there were a couple. Now, they also mentioned that Evie is a very stealth character, and she thinks ahead a lot more than her brother Jacob. Jacob is very run and gun, I suppose, kind of character. He just charges in head first and tries to fight his way out. But Evie is a lot more just technical, I suppose. She thinks a lot more about the strategic way to get around a situation, and she's a lot more stealthy. So I'm very excited to see some of her missions. I'm assuming they're going to be very stealth-based missions. So yeah, that's going to be so exciting because, you know, I love the stealth sort of having to plan out a mission. So I really hope they make Evie's missions really, really cool. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about the additions that were announced. So here in Australia, EB Games has announced the Charing Cross edition. So this is going to include the exclusive collector's box. It's going to include a 26cm Jacob figurine. It's going to have a double-sided London map, a high-quality art book, the official game soundtrack, and 2 additional single-player missions, adding 1 extra hour of gameplay. So that's here in Australia. I personally don't know of what additions they have around the world. You will have to probably check out, you know, your local retailer. But yeah, so for here in Australia, that's what they got at offer for EB Games so far. So a developer in an interview mentioned that they have brought back the day and night cycle. So I'm very interested to see if this is going to be like a real life thing. So if you're wandering around the open world, it'll change between day and night depending on how long you explore the open world. So I'm very excited to see how they're going to play around with this day and night cycle. And maybe it'll be like similar to Watch Dogs, how they had the day and night cycle. So that was really cool. I honestly loved the day and night cycle in Watch Dogs. It had some pretty stunning sunrises and sunsets, so I was very happy with that. So they also mentioned that the modern day story is going to be similar to Unity. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of the modern day story in Unity. I was more of a fan of the older modern day stories, like in the previous games. But yeah, we have yet to hear more of where they're going to take the modern day story, but they have mentioned it's going to be similar to Unity. If you guys have seen the gameplay, you would have seen that there are vehicles that you can actually drive in this game. So in the gameplay, you can drive a carriage, which is really cool. We've seen pictures of Jacob fighting on trains and stuff. So we may be able to jump on trains and stuff like that. I don't know if we can necessarily drive the trains, but hopefully we'll be able to enter inside trains. I believe we can jump on top of trains. So there apparently are a lot of different vehicles that we will be able to interact with. So I'm very excited to see how vehicles play in this game and what kind of different scenarios they can bring up. So yeah. So in the little teaser that we received before the live stream last week, it was of that brass knuckle on a sort of wooden background, and on the background it had a mention of rooks, and we didn't really know what that was, but today we have found out that rooks are actually going to be your fellow gang members. So as you guys probably know, if you haven't, check out the gameplay videos. There's also trailers up, but pretty much Jacob and Evie are sort of they have as their team, I suppose, as their fellow group members, it's actually gang members. So I think that's really, really cool. So you get to like control gangs and fight other gangs, and yeah, I'm very excited to see, like, the whole sort of slums look on this game looks awesome, and I'm very excited to play with these gangs. But yeah, so your gang members are called rooks, and you can get them to follow you around. I believe you can have up to 5, I think, rooks following you around. So that's cool. And apparently if you are jumping into a vehicle and there's not enough space for all 5 rooks, you'll jump in and let's say 3 rooks jump into the carriage with you. The other 2 rooks will actually go off and steal another carriage, and they will follow you in their own carriage. So I think that's awesome. But yeah, so the rooks are your fellow gang members. So like I mentioned yesterday in my previous video, there is going to be no co-op or multiplayer. This is going to be single player only Assassin's Creed. So the last bit of information that I have is that apparently the player is customizable similar to in Unity. So we'll be able to change his outfits and his colors and stuff like that. So I really liked the customizing in Assassin's Creed Unity. So I'm excited that they're bringing that back in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm hoping that it's customizable for both Jacob and Evie. I'm so excited to play as Evie, and I hope they do a lot with Evie and it's not just like a last minute thing. But yeah, I really hope they do give some attention to Evie. And yeah. But yeah, that's all the information that I have so far. There's heaps of information coming out, so there's probably more information that's come out since I've uploaded this video. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on Assassin's Creed Syndicate so far. Are you guys excited for it? Does it sound good to you guys? Are you guys not so excited for it? I'd love to hear all your thoughts, whether it be positive or negative about Assassin's Creed. Yeah, this is an awesome community that we have going, and I like hearing your thoughts on all these games that come out and what you guys are excited for, what you guys are disappointed about. Yeah, I want to hear it all. But yeah, like I mentioned at the start of the video, if you guys liked this video, please hit that like button. That'd be absolutely amazing. And if you're new and you'd like to stay up to date on all sorts of gaming news, hit that subscribe button and I can do that for you guys. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. All right, bye.